Hi, I'm Adrienne Gunn, and I am here with
Kristin Bowling, the founder and director of Urban Nature Partners PDX.
Awesome. So I would love to know more about Urban Nature Partners.
So we find outdoor mentors for 4th and 5th grade kids from underserved neighborhoods, and those are adults that come and pick them up at their house once a week and go spend time outdoors in neighborhood green spaces. And then we do group events together with the cohort of mentors and kids and family members in some of the really great places in and around Portland. So we get kids outside in a nutshell, and it's really fun.
Sweet. So kids going outside again. Have you heard of this? I used to do it. Did you used to do it?
I did.
Wow.
I was really lucky enough to have a pretty free outdoor childhood. And one of the reasons that I founded this program was because Portland is really the first city that I've lived in. And I thought when I moved here, oh gosh, I'm going to finish my degree and I'm going to want to get the heck out of here because it's a city. Mm-hmm. But no, as we know, Portland has really awesome urban green spaces spread throughout the whole city of all different types. But a lot of kids don't get to go for very small reasons.
Broken thumbs.
They could, yes, they could have broken thumbs from devices, yes. Yeah. But it could be a lack of a raincoat. It's often a lack of a parent with time to take them, or just knowing where the neighborhood parks are. So by having a mentor that has that knowledge, and by us giving those kids just those few starter resources, they're able to get outside on a regular basis. They're able to take their siblings and their parents with them, and everybody wins.
Totally. Well, winning's fun. So what are these kids doing? I know what I was doing when I was outside. Yeah. I think you have that more structured, perhaps?
Well, we intentionally don't have a formal curriculum for them to do stuff when they get out there. We want kids to be able to just explore, figure out what they're into, get dirty, and then as they're in the program for a year or more at a time, then we can focus down on what they're really into, get them some gear and materials and focus down on programs that they like. And that helps their success in school, that helps their self-confidence and their problem solving. So we just love to bring kids into the program and let them take it where they want to go with the guidance of an extra caring adult in their life.
Totally. Well, I know that one of the things I loved about being a kid and being outdoors was the getting dirty part, the sweaty and the touching stuff that was wiggly and gross. Yep. What are some of the really fun things that, I get that there's no structure necessarily, like you discover what the kid wants. Yeah. What are some of these amazing things they get to do?
Yeah, so the group activities that we do together, we give kids a chance to try something new. So we went kayaking on the Willamette, and we swam and splashed around in the water a lot after we did some paddling. We took them to the Salmon Festival down on the Sandy River.
Did they touch fish?
They got to stick their fingers in fish guts, which is really fun.
Ew, that's great.
Kids find snakes and frogs in the grass. We go out in the wintertime. We go out all year, so even when it's raining, that's the important part. Nature is always there. This winter, we went out on a cold morning and found leaves that had a layer of ice frozen on top of them, and they made like leaf prints in the ice. So, adults are too tall to see that stuff. Like kids are walking along the trail and they just see stuff, and we miss it and they find it. So giving that opportunity is really great.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So if I were a volunteer or a mentor, or if you wanted to be a mentor, what would we get to do, or what would that experience be like? In addition to fish guts.
Yes.
Which I'm sure you love.
We can promise you fish guts.
Who wouldn't? What other experiences would I get?
Sure.
From being a mentor?
Well, we love to find folks that already like spending time in the outdoors and would like it even more by getting to take along a kid that might not otherwise get to go there. Mm-hmm. So building that great relationship when you're outdoors is really fun. So if you're already going to be there and you have 8 hours a month to spend with a kid, just take them along. It's really great. You get the satisfaction of knowing that you're building a meaningful relationship, not only with them, but with the rest of their family. And my mentors tell me that is just an amazing experience, and everybody wants to renew for more than a year and just keep on going. So as those kids move into middle school, they become qualified and interested in doing some of the nature programs there are for teens in this town, and there are lots and lots of them. So we're intentionally grabbing them a little bit earlier before they're quite completely connected to those electronic devices, getting them outside and keeping them outside so that they can keep on doing that.
I imagine that a program like this, in addition to having people become mentors, what other help are you looking for
Yeah.
to keep your organization
We
going?
need lots of help. We're a young organization, about a year and a half old. So partners that provide services in the outdoors, people that have programs to give or places that we can come to, we love to find those partners. But all kinds of other people in different fields. If you have expertise in fundraising, or you could help us advertise for mentors amongst your organization's members, stuff like that. Yeah. If you love kids and you love the outdoors and you care about social justice, you have something to give us, and we have something really valuable to give back to you, and how satisfying it is. So, yeah.
Great. I'm curious, how did you get involved in this sort of thing?
I was very, very lucky to have had not only an outdoor childhood, but to have spent 15 years working in national parks. So
Just thinking of, like,
it was
Yogi
pretty
Bear,
great.
pretty much.
I did. I had that hat. And that's a wonderful experience, being out, in these really remote places and helping visitors who come there. But not everybody gets to go to the national parks that are outside of urban areas.
Yeah.
So I came to Portland to get another degree in education. I started working in a school in an underserved neighborhood, and I just fell in love with these kids again and realized that they were missing that connection, and that the barriers were so small to getting these kids connected with the great nature that's already here in all of our backyards in Portland. And so here it happened.
Yeah.
So this is as good as being a ranger out at Redwood National Park, I promise you. It may sound crazy, but it is.
No, absolutely.
Yep. Mount Tabor is as cool as Redwood.
Is it?
Yes.
Ooh.
Yes. Forest Park is as cool as Carlsbad Caverns, because it's so satisfying to be out there with these kids.
Plus you get there quickly.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. You don't have to travel so far. It's really great.
Right. Right on.
Yep.
So being able to do this learning space, did you work in schools first, or did you get directly into this?
Yeah.
From the like the woods to the city?
Woods to school. Yeah. Let me think about this a little bit more. What was my trajectory of working with these kids?
Some people go into the schools and they teach there for a while in the institution that is.
Yeah. So I didn't become a teacher. I knew I would go a little nuts in a classroom, so I worked in an after-school program. We're able to provide some extra resources to kids that they might not get during the school day and they might not get at home. So just seeing that gap with being outdoors was there, that's the extra thing that I'm really good at and really wanted to give those kids.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet. Some of the things that I actually got to learn how to play guitar because I went to some after-school programs.
Exactly.
It's pretty great when someone shows up. School does its thing, it does, and then exploring more of who you are happens in those when you're lucky enough to go to an after-school program.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and so our mentoring program is in that niche where you might not know what you like outdoors. You might not even think you like the outdoors until you get there and you go, oh, this isn't quite so scary, and it's actually pretty cool. And maybe you get to go along with your older brother at first, or maybe your mentor has to push you a little, and then once it becomes normal to be out there, kids get the opportunity to realize what they like. And it's just about trying out new things.
So when you're looking for mentors, do those mentors need to have, like, I'm athletic. I may not have the boots, I may not have the right gear.
Yeah.
But I could potentially have the right heart for this sort of thing.
Absolutely. Yeah.
How could someone that doesn't necessarily already have the stuff get involved?
I think heart is the most important ingredient. So bring us your heart and we'll learn the skills together. Really, a lot of the time is spending an hour in the neighborhood park, maybe throwing a frisbee or walking around learning about birds together. So you do not have to be an expert at all. You have to have a big heart and value being outside, and that's about it. You have a new buddy to go explore with.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Now, are you a Moxie member?
I am not. You guys are awesome enough to be reaching out to local nonprofits and helping out programs like ours, so I will be, for sure.
You have been to Moxie, though.
Yes.
So I'd love to know what benefits, what have you enjoyed about experiencing the Moxie Mixers?
Yeah. Coming to Moxie is amazing in that you get to meet other women who think completely outside the box like you and have a crazy idea and start talking about it, and then you realize you have stuff in common with other people who can help you out and you can help them. So, pretty great.
Right on.
Yeah.
So I'm curious, if you wanted to get in touch with Kristin, if they wanted to get in touch with you, what's the easiest way to do that?
Give me a call or an email, find out from Moxie how to get in touch, or look us up on the web, Urban Nature Partners PDX. We have all kinds of photos about the great trips that we take and all kinds of information on how to be a mentor and help out in other ways. So, and we'll see you outside because that's where the magic happens.
See you outside.